heartbreaking tragedy has unfolded in the Mediterranean Sea, where at least 19 migrants have been found dead off the coast of Italy. According to officials from the Italian Coast Guard, the bodies were discovered inside a rubber boat located south of Lampedusa Island, one of the main entry points for migrants attempting to reach Europe. But amid the tragedy, there were also survivors. In a rescue operation carried out early Wednesday morning, 58 people, including 5 children, were found alive and brought safely to Lampedusa. Local authorities say several survivors are in critical condition. At least 7 people, including 2 children, are currently receiving hospital treatment after suffering from severe hypothermia and fuel inhalation. Reports indicate that the boat was first spotted by an Italian surveillance aircraft on Tuesday while drifting in the open sea. However, no nearby rescue vessels, including Libyan Coast Guard or civilian ships, were immediately available to respond. Officials believe the deadly incident may have occurred as the migrants attempted to navigate extremely dangerous weather conditions, with waves reaching up to 7 meters high. Lampedusa has long been a key destination for migrants crossing the Mediterranean from North Africa, a journey that is often deadly. Every year, thousands risk their lives in search of safety and better opportunities. The United Nations Refugee Agency expressed deep sorrow over the incident, calling it yet another tragic loss of life in the Mediterranean. Emergency assistance is now being provided to the survivors. According to international migration data, at least 624 migrants have died or gone missing in the central Mediterranean so far this year alone. This is not the first time such a disaster has occurred near Lampedusa. Just last year in August, 2 boats capsized in the same region, resulting in the deaths of 27 people. Despite the risks, the number of arrivals continues to grow. Italian authorities report that over 6,100 migrants have reached the country's shores since the beginning of this year. This ongoing crisis highlights the urgent need for safer migration pathways and stronger international cooperation, as countless lives remain at risk in one of the world's most dangerous sea crossings.
The Mediterranean continues to be one of the deadliest migration routes in the world, a place where hope and danger collide every single day. For many of these migrants, the journey begins far from the sea, in regions affected by conflict, poverty, and instability. They travel for weeks, sometimes months, risking everything for a chance at a better life. But once they reach the shores of North Africa, a new and even more dangerous chapter begins. Overcrowded boats, lack of safety equipment, and unpredictable weather turn the crossing into a life-threatening gamble. Survivors of such incidents often share terrifying stories of engines failing in the middle of the sea, of people falling overboard, and of long hours drifting without food or water. Rescue operations, while critical, are often delayed due to limited resources or harsh sea conditions. And in many cases, help arrives too late. Humanitarian organizations continue to call for urgent action, urging governments to increase search and rescue efforts, improve coordination, and create safer legal pathways for migration. Without these changes, tragedies like this are likely to continue. Behind every number is a human story, a dream, a family, a future that was hoped for but never reached. As the world reacts to yet another devastating loss, one question remains: how many more lives must be lost before real solutions are found? As the crisis deepens, attention is once again turning to global leaders and policymakers. Many experts argue that the current response is not enough. While rescue missions save lives, they do not address the root causes forcing people to flee their homes. War, economic hardship, climate change, and political instability continue to push thousands toward dangerous migration routes. At the same time, stricter border controls and limited legal migration options leave many with no choice but to rely on smugglers and unsafe journeys. Communities in places like Lampedusa are also feeling the pressure. Local resources are stretched, and emergency services are constantly on high alert as new arrivals continue. Yet, despite the challenges, stories of humanity still emerge, from rescuers risking their lives at sea, to volunteers providing food, shelter, and care to those who survive. These moments remind us that even in the darkest situations, compassion still exists. The tragedy in the Mediterranean is not just a regional issue, it is a global responsibility. Real change will require cooperation between countries, stronger humanitarian policies, and long-term solutions that address why people are forced to leave in the first place. Until then, the sea will continue to carry both hope and heartbreak, and for many, the journey will end before it ever truly begins. Before we end, don't forget, if you care about real stories that matter, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with your friends and family to help spread awareness about what's happening around the world, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters. Together, we can inform, inspire, and make a difference.